Tesla's in a major spot as we ride this ascending support. Buyers continue to push price up. We've gotten above that important 308 to 310 range, and we're currently at 321.67. Now, will buyers continue to push price up, or are sellers finally going to step in, guys, slightly pulling us back? Now, starting this analysis on the weekly time frame, we see that price got that big leg up all the way to 488, right around that 220 level, where we start building that energy up, get a little volatile, find that zone between that 273 and that 220, and that's where we see that huge leg up all the way to 488. Not a lot stopping the buyers here. Very overextended leg up. Roughly a 130% movement. So just incredible movement. But we do get a mirroring sell-off all the way back down, retracing that entire movement. So we see a huge back and forth movement going on. That's where we get that leg up. So we find that support just at that level, right where we took off the first time, guys. And we get a nice leg up around that 367-ish level. Sellers push us back down, buyers buy it back up. Again, bit of back and forth, but we seem to find some pretty nice support at that $288 level. Kind of bouncing here, coming back down, bouncing once again, and trending higher. So a weekly time frame really shows, some chop, huge move up, huge move down, mirroring that exact movement. Another leg up around that halfway point of this entire movement here, guys, and then we get a little bit of a pullback. Not very drastic, but again, about halfway. And then we kind of chop around a little bit of back and forth. Now buyers are in that ultimate control as we close today. I'll take you guys to the daily. No need to overanalyze the weekly time frame. Very obvious on what's going on. So once we get out of that big descending range, guys, price kind of finds that bottom at that $220 level, right where we took off last time. And we see a lot of flag and poles get formed, right? We see that big leg up out of that range and consolidate, forming a flag and pole like structure. And once again, we get another leg up, another pole, and a flag. Then we try once again to get that third leg up, something like this, and consolidate. We don't. We find resistance at that 367, and we get that leg down to this first consolidation zone. So we don't retrace the entire movement down. We just go back to that first consolidation zone, and that is exactly where that whole Elon and Trump controversy was going on with Tesla, guys. So a lot of bad news, which caused that big sell-off. But a lot of people thought we were going back to the floor with all the, controversial news going on. But we do not. We hold about halfway and we find that consolidation range. And once again, very similar price action from these two, just a little bit smaller. We see that leg up, we consolidate in a pennant-like formation, and we get another movement up. This time topping a little bit lower than last time. We can't get to that 367, and we see an identical sell-off, getting us back to this 288. We only hit that area just one time, guys, and we find this ascending support. So nice price action as we come down. We find that support once again, kind of double bottoming, not exactly the same point, but very, very similar areas of where we found support. And we get that nice movement up. So instead of, this volatile movement up, how we've kind of been seeing this entire, formation go, we see a volatile leg up, consolidate, volatile leg up, consolidate, big volatile move down, volatile move up. You get the picture, right? This time, guys, we kind of just ascend slower. We don't see a huge move up and very volatile consolidation like we saw here. Instead, price kind of simmers down a little bit, guys, and we get much more controlled movement on this ascending support here, stemming from that 288 and getting all the way to that 321. We're talking around a 11 to 12-ish% movement, and we've trended a lot less volatile, which is pretty significant given that this is a double bottom type of run up and how we've reacted from all the controversial news, guys. So very nice price action here, and we do end the day with a nice green wide bar. See, we find a little bit of back and forth with this doji-like candle, a little bit of indecision. So some people might be thinking, sellers are going to push us under this range, break this ascending support. They try to, but we do hold that support, and buyers buy it right back up, mirroring that exact candle, showing that buyers are responding to the sellers trying to push it down. And we do hold that nice formation. So what we could expect for the next few days, guys, is just a continuation of this pattern, right? So we closed right up here at that 321. You could see, say, sellers getting control tomorrow. We could see a little bit of movement down, retesting that ascending support. Next day, buyers buy it back up, maybe get tight on the ascending support, and just continue on the support to that 333 range, guys, where that was our top consolidation range. We had a consolidation zone in just about every range, guys. We have one at the, closer to this descending range. It's where we broke out and chopped. We have one up in this area, around that 333 and that 348. And we have one in the zone that we're in right now, guys, that 333 to that 308-ish level. So can we see some chop here? I mean, sure, that's definitely not out of the question, but we're definitely seeing buyers in a much more controlled fashion trending upwards. So instead of seeing something similar here, since we didn't get that super volatile move up, guys, I think we do see a little bit of a change in price action. I don't think we'd chop like we did in these ranges. I think we just continue on this ascending support. Say the bears do get in control. I think we have some pretty nice support at that 308, guys, to that 306 to 310 rough range, where we could be looking for a bounce and continuation. But I do think that we stay on this ascending support as long as no very drastic bad news gets in the way, guys. We are looking very, very good here to retest that 333, get back in this consolidation zone of 367 and 333, and continue our way up, as we don't have a lot stopping us past that zone. If we get to that $400 psychological zone, it's very much an exit pathway. As we saw here, not a lot of chop going on. Once again, not much chop going on, not a lot of consolidation within that zone. A little bit of chop right here, but besides that, guys, definitely would be looking nice. And I think that as long as buyers can continue to step in here, guys, we get above that 333 and within this range, we do have a $400 price target on the channel. I think we do hit 400 in the long term, as long as we continue to push up and we don't find a descending pattern, as we see a very obvious possible trend that's formed here, guys. We see a little bit of a descending nature. So if we get up to that point and say we reject right here, that'd be conforming with this descending type of nature here. Do I think we're going to do that? Time will tell, but I think that buyers are in an excellent position here. They have been switching up price action, as we don't see that super volatile move and we don't see that volatile chop. We just see a more controlled movement on this ascending support. So nice price action, guys. Definitely what you want to see. Now on the hourly, we see a better perspective of that ascending support, guys. We see how we got up in this chop range, the most recent big move up and chop, that flag and pull like effect, and we get that movement up, another leg up out of this, as we found our resistance, we found our support. Someone has to win this fight. Buyers do, and we get that huge green hourly candle. And we try to get back in that zone from that 348 and that 367, as we saw some chop here, which would lead us to a retest of that resistance. But we cannot hold that, guys. Sellers find a point to step in, and we use that past resistance as support. We try to trend off that, ultimately can't do that. Gap down, and we find that floor of 288. That strong support, as we've now double bottomed. Bottom here in this formation, and we've bottomed here once again, solidifying that as a strong support level. And then we find ourselves in an ascending pattern on this ascending support. Get above that 308, guys, and we are looking much stronger as we go up on this ascending support. You see a little bit of indecision, as buyers got that nice move up, but sellers find that leg down. They try to push us under that support, but buyers step right back in, and they seem to be getting more strength. Sellers try to push it down, buyers buy it up, sellers push it back down to the floor of this ascending support. But instantly, guys, buyers step right back in when they needed to, and we are trending higher on the support. So, guys, I think that even if sellers try to push it down tomorrow and get to that zone, I think we do find a bounce. And if we do try to get under that, I think it will be a false breakdown, and we continue to trend upwards, reclaiming that support and trending to that 333. Very, very nice price action, as we do definitely see a change in momentum and a shift in price action. We don't see that volatile move up and that volatile chop. We don't see that, as we've seen this entire range, guys, and what price has been doing for some time now. So we definitely see a change in price momentum. We see that nice ascending support. Great action from the buyers. As a seller, you would want to see a retest of that support, get under it, and breaking through that 306 to 308 range, ultimately bringing it down for another retest of that 288. I think that is very unlikely, though, guys, in this case scenario, and how buyers have been reacting and switching up price action. I think the only way we get back down to that 288 in more recent times is if we have really bad news, possibly some more conflict with Elon and Trump, whatever's going on with Tesla. If Tesla sales really, really plummet and do bad, then possibly you could see, breaking the structure and coming back down to that 288. But I definitely like this price action, guys. I think we are very, very bullish here. My viewpoint is we ride this ascending support. Even if we try to break below it, it's a false breakdown, and we continue up to that 333. So in the short term, I have a 333 price target, as long as there isn't any bad news. So guys, Tesla's in an excellent position for the buyers. We switched up the price action and momentum. We're trending nicely on this ascending support. Definitely what you want to see as a buyer, and as a bear, guys, as a seller, you want to see them push it under that ascending support, push it under around that 308-ish range, ultimately retesting that 288 support. But we stand very bullish on Tesla, guys. Very nice price action. I think that we do get that leg up to 333, unless there's some drastic bad news. Now, let me know your price predictions in the comments below. And if you guys want me to continue covering Tesla, make sure to like and subscribe. As always, trade smart, and I will see you all in the next one.